Welcome back to the Nanaimo Now channel. I'm your host, Guaylau60. You see these signs, people running for council, people running for mayor. They're all over the city, every intersection. It's rampant. Everybody wants to be mayor. Well, actually there's 4 people running for mayor. It's really loud here. There's 4 people running for mayor, and I think there's like 29 people running for council, and there's only 8 spots. So you see these signs, and you can tell the ones that have money have the bigger signs. But let's take this to a less noisy place. I'll be right back. And you might think that this video is going to be me promoting 1 or 2 of these people, and that might happen. All depends on how I feel during the video. See, everybody has basically the same ideas. Well, some of them have their own ideas, but there's the homeless issue is big. It seems like the whole community of Nanaimo has been held hostage by the homeless people, and they're talking about crime prevention. They're talking about tough love. They're talking about affordable housing. They're talking about all of the things around the homeless issue here in Nanaimo. So yes, the homeless issue has changed the face of Nanaimo and what people are going to be voting for. There's one, the old mayor, I can't remember what his name is, it doesn't matter. He wants more policing, he wants accountability, he wants to have the bylaws strictly enforced, no vagrancy and all this other stuff. Yes, it's directed at the homeless people. So, you know, and that seems to be the top issues in this election in this year in Nanaimo. And I would imagine it's like that all over Canada at this time. It's become a big problem. So, but none of them have a solution. More policing. We need more money from the provincial and federal government. We need. But then when they get $2.5 million, they just put it into more enforcement, and you know, they don't take into account the people on the other side, the homeless people. Do they ask the homeless people what do you need? How can we, you know what? How can we help you? No, it's they. How do I say this? They want them to go away. They want the issue to go away. If they wanted the issue to go away, why not make it beneficial for the homeless people and beneficial for the city, the taxpayers, whether they be federal taxes, provincial taxes, or municipal taxes. If you don't want the homeless people here in Nanaimo, pay them to leave. Simple and easy. Why not? Just pay them to leave. Here, we'll give you $5,000 each. You leave Nanaimo or leave the island, whichever way you want to do it. Get a contract with them. Say, and it's a loan. We're not giving you the money. We're loaning you the money. $5,000 each. So that $2.5 million that they're spending on policing in downtown Nanaimo, well, you know, they'll probably work to get rid of all of them. Okay, well that's fine. But they can't come back until they pay that $5,000 back. Catch 22. Put face recognition on the ferries. If you want to get rid of them, get rid of them. Make it beneficial for them to believe what you believe, and then the problem solved until next year. And then there's another 2,000 or 1,000 or whatever, it doesn't matter. So none of these people seem to have a solution. And Krogh, the mayor that's running again, he's had 4 years to fix this problem, and he hasn't fixed the problem in the last 4 years. It's gotten worse. So obviously he's not the person for the job, but who are you going to vote for? Going to go vote for a school teacher? Now you're going to have a woke mayor and council that we're just going to sing Kumbaya at every council meeting. You're going to have the nice lady from Protection Island, or you're going to have Bruni and have give the homeless people more. You know what I mean? So like, how do you? And then you got all of these councillors that are out there, you know. Some of them are saying, well, we're going to take it to the point of we don't like gender inequality, we don't like this, you know what I mean? So they all have their own agendas. You know, some want more walking paths. Some want just more arts and culture. You can see where they're coming from. They've got their own agenda. They want to get on there so they can promote their own stuff. They don't care about the financials of Nanaimo. They don't care about your tax dollars. They don't care about. You see, that's just it. One of them says, stop the out of control spending of the mayor and council this year. Obviously, he's got a beef with taxes that he pays or whatever. But it's all just that agenda that they have. So when you go to the polls, and I'm going to put, because it's a week from when this video is coming out, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Don't look at all of the signs and say, oh, I like this guy's name, or I like this girl's name, or whatever. Oh, this girl's prettier than this girl, whatever. You know what I mean? But go and read their bios. But don't just read the bios that's in this link, because it has links to their Facebook pages and whatever. Go into their Facebook pages, because it was obviously a liberal that wrote these bios on these councillors, or wannabe councillors and wannabe mayors, because one of them even states, well, this is false information. Well, if you're going to be doing a bio, you're not going to trash the guy out because he's given false information, because he doesn't believe in the same woke bullshit as what you do. So when you go to these bios, go into their Facebook, read what they're about, and don't just throw your vote away to some knob because he wants to get rid of the homeless. Everybody wants to get rid of the homeless. So they're all on board with that. They just don't know how to do it. And I don't think a lot of these wannabe politicians have the right idea and understand what they're saying and how they're approaching it. The homeless people are not a problem here in Nanaimo. They may be an eyesore, but they're not a problem. What is the problem is the homeless people that commit crimes. But it wouldn't matter if they're homeless or if they have a house. If they're committing crimes, well, then they're a problem. If petty crime to vandalism to stealing to assaults to whatever. A lot of these people have not just the addictions, but they have the mental issues too. I think there's one or two in there that are promoting a better health system here in British Columbia, and I think those are the ones that sort of have their finger on the pulse of what's actually happening and why the reasons for this addiction, this homelessness, this despair that we see on the streets in Nanaimo every day, day in and day out. Some places it's worse than others, but everybody's seen it and everybody's been affected by it in one way or another. So when you get these wannabe politicians saying, well, we're going to paint everybody with the same brush. If you're homeless, you're a criminal, we don't want you around, we have to find a solution to the problem, and you're the problem. So yeah, it's a tough one. But don't vote for people saying, oh, I'm going to address this issue. Because they've been addressing this issue over and over and over again for years and years and years, and it just seems to get worse and worse and worse. If they don't have a plan now, they won't have a plan after you vote them in. So make sure that you vote people in that actually have a plan, actually have a background of being able to do things, actually have, why isn't a successful businessman running for mayor here in Nanaimo? Because those are the people that actually know how to get things done. Not a lawyer, not a teacher, not a Bruni or a nice person from Protection Island. It's like we don't have the right people running for the right positions here in Nanaimo, probably because they know there isn't an easy solution to it. It's not just a way to make money. It's not just a way to have a little bit more power. It's not a way to promote your agenda on the backs of the taxpayers of Nanaimo. You're there to actually run a city like Nanaimo is a big corporation, and it has problems, and you're there to actually fix those problems and make it better, not only for the taxpayers, but everybody in the city, whether they be homeless or not. Whether they be big corporate lawyers, whether they be renters in apartment buildings, They're there to make sure that everybody is dealt with fairly. And I guess that's my rant for today. And that's another rant. And I'm doing it from the Fayette Sutton Park. It's a beautiful place, a little walkway along the water. Yeah, anyway, if you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push the share button. Don't forget to resubscribe, because they do delete subscribers every once in a while. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye now. And one other thing, while I'm walking to my car in the parking lot, you've got all of these signs littering up our streets all over the city of Nanaimo. Why not? Because everybody's got a cell phone, everybody's got a computer. Why not just have their little spiels online where people that are interested can go online and see what their platform is? But no, you've got signs everywhere in the city. It's beyond ridiculous on you know, the Island Parkway, on Bowen Road, on, well, everywhere, and you guys have seen it. Maybe one of the things these guys should do is say, okay, next time no signs, everything online, and then people that are interested can go online, they can check it out. But the rest of us don't have to be sitting there watching all of these signs everywhere, polluting our space.